if I listened to all the advice of people telling me what I should and shouldn't do, I wouldn't be the man I am today. So, like, people are giving you advice. They're telling you what you shouldn't do. They're telling you what you can't do. That's even worse than the shouldn't. But it's like they're just telling you what they can't do. They're telling you what they think they shouldn't do. And it's like they're not doing it in a malicious way, right? It's not like when a parent overprotects their child. They're not doing it in a malicious way. They just want to protect their child. But sometimes they don't realize that if you overprotect your child, it can cause issues in the future for your child. So it's like overprotection can become destruction. So it's like protection can become a bad thing. A good thing, like that old saying goes, too much of a good thing can become a bad thing. That's so real. So it's like I was just thinking about this. I was just thinking about how, like, man, it's so weird that it's like, yeah, some of the advice people gave me, I probably should have listened to because it would have helped me out a lot. But a lot of it, I'm glad I didn't listen to a word those people were saying. Because, like, I would be stuck just like them, right? And it's like no disrespect, but it's just a realization that sometimes people give you advice because it's what worked for them, but it's also just what they did. Maybe it didn't even work for them, but they don't want you to go farther than them. So they want you to do the same thing as them, right? They don't want you to think depression isn't real. Like, they want you to believe that it's this disease that you can't heal without help, without this, without that. Like, they want you to believe certain things. And it's like, you got to understand why. Why do they want you to believe a certain thing? Why do they want you to believe you can't do it? Like, why do they want you to whatever, right? Because, like I said, sometimes it's not malicious. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just simple, like they don't understand what the fuck your goal is, right? Like, it's like they don't understand that you have a different idea of what life is. So if you think life is something different than they think life is, they think life is what they've been told. So then they're just telling you what they've been told. That you have to do this. You have to buy a house. You have to do this. And if you didn't, you were not successful. Right? They have these ideas that they then give to you. And it's like, bro, I don't believe that same thing you believe. I have a different idea. I have a different destination. So, like, it's that thing. It's like, if you don't know where the fuck you're going, of course you're going to listen to other people. But if you know where you're going, you just don't know how the fuck you're going to get there. But you know where you want to go. Then you're going to be really careful with advice because you're going to realize that if you take that advice that they're giving you, it's not going to lead you anywhere near the destination of the place you're trying to go to. So it's like, I think it requires a crazy amount of self-awareness. Like, I think life in general requires self-awareness. Who do you want to be? Who the hell are you now? Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? How do you want to feel? Like, deep questions that so many people just avoid. And instead of asking themselves, they ask someone else. And it's like, try to get yourself in the routine of asking yourself the questions. What should you do? What do you want to do? Like, Because most people don't do what they want to do because it's the opposite of what everyone else is doing. And it's like, if you start doing something different, people are going to judge you. Like, I started living different. People judged me. They said that, and I know I've said this so many times, but it's just one of those things that was said to me so many times that now I say it so many times that they fucking said, I cannot be a modern day shaman. You can't be this. It's impossible. You can't. Imagine if I listened to them. I wouldn't be who I am today. I would still be that gangster thug dude, pissed off even more because I let some other people tell me what I couldn't be. Like, I don't know how to explain it, bro, but I'm just so grateful that I didn't listen to anyone. I'm like, I don't care. I'm good for you, buddy. That's what you believe. That's great. That's what works for you. Keep doing the thing that works for you. But don't get it twisted. I'm going to keep doing the thing that works for me. And it's like, now I'm just living life, doing what works for me. And it's like, I knew where I wanted to go. And so I knew the information that I needed. And like, I've even gotten information, I just said this in a live stream, that I've even gotten information from people I don't even like. Because I'm not concerned with personally liking people. I'm concerned with personally liking myself. I'm not concerned with how other people feel about me and how I live. I'm more concerned with how I feel about myself. Like, I'm not concerned whether other humans think I'm a good father. I'm only concerned whether my daughter thinks that, right? Like, I don't know. It's about like getting your priorities straight, understanding what you want to do, and then searching for the information you need. Instead of just randomly listening to all the information that's given to you. Because someone can, like a certain video like this, right? If I was not me and I was listening to a video like this, there might only be like 3 or 4 things that was said in the video that can truly be applied in my life because it's a different person than me. Like, I was talking about Andrew and Tristan, how they're different people than me, but I've learned a lot of information from them. And how if I never seen their content, I wouldn't be in the shape that I'm in. Because there's certain things that I took out of their information, and then there's certain things I left. Because I didn't want to be like them. I just wanted a little bit of their information, right? Because I was searching for something. I knew what I needed. So I knew that, okay, that thing they said is not going to work for me. That's not what I need. But this other thing they said, that is what I needed. Like, I needed to hear that. Like, I don't know. It's just that thing of understanding your journey. It's like, have self-awareness, know what's your journey, who do you want to be, like, how do you want to feel, because it's about you, because it's your life. Like, everyone, not on some narcissistic shit, but on some, bro, you're gonna die one day shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, I say this all the time. You're gonna die one day. And you're worried about what other people think about you. You're like, instead of asking yourself, who do you want to be, you're asking someone else who you should be. Who do they want you to be? What does society want you to be? Like, airplane's about to come over. But like, I don't know. It's just that thing that like, your mom and dad are gonna give you advice, but truth be told, you actually should not listen to all of their advice. You should listen to the words they say. But all of the advice they give you is not going to be valid for your life. right? Like, they're telling you what worked for them. They're telling you what they think. But they are not you, even if they're your parents. So therefore, everything they did is not going to work for you. Some of the things they did will, right? Especially because you have their DNA in you. But like my mom, me and my mom and my daughter were talking. And she was talking about how she wishes I got my high school diploma or whatever, because I didn't even finish high school. And like, I wasn't saying this in an egotistical way. I was just saying this in a real way. Like, no disrespect. But I was just saying, why would I need a high school diploma or a college degree? Like, I'm probably more educated than a lot of people who went to college because I'm self-taught, right? So it's this thing where, why does the diploma matter? It matters because in her life, she's like, I just wish my son got a diploma. She wants my daughter to finish high school. And because she just wants someone to get a diploma so she can, and it's this thing where she'd be proud if I got my high school diploma. I would be proud following my fucking soul, which my soul told me, fuck the high school diploma. The fuck does that matter? A piece of paper claiming I'm intelligent? I'd rather actually start to gain some knowledge. I'd rather actually be knowledgeable than have a piece of paper that claims I'm knowledgeable. I want my skills I want my skills and my presence to speak for itself, not a piece of paper. I don't want paper to speak for me. I can speak for myself. And it's that thing that, whether this turns out good or bad, whether I end up dying homeless or rich, I'm not concerned with that. I'm concerned with something else. I was concerned with slowly growing into my best self, which I am slowly doing that. So like, the other shit will always be there. I say this all the time, that money will always be there, right? It'll always be there. But the opportunity to grow into the man I am today, that will not always be there. You will always have an opportunity to make more money. You will not always have an opportunity to become the best version of yourself, right? So like, I understood that, and I made that complicated decision for myself. I asked myself the questions, then I made the decisions. And then it's like, I'm just conscious, because it's about becoming consciously aware. So I'm very conscious, so I listen to what people say. I just don't apply everything they say, because if I applied that thing, it would take me farther away from the place that I'm trying to go to, right? So like, you just gotta know where you're going, know who you want to be, and like, that's how you know what knowledge and what information you're supposed to listen to.